Hello, everybody. So I haven't been teaching or recording videos for a while, and I thought I will just offer a quick practice, like a 10-15 minute practice. I promise I would do something on heart openers, as with the theme of everything that's going on in the world. There's so much grief, there's so much loss, there's so much sadness and confusion and stress. We're going through an enormous amount of change in consciousness, and just as the old world that we have created from our previous state of consciousness is falling apart. We're seeing the effects of that falling apart right now, and it's heartbreaking for so many. There's so much going on, and whether you are in an area in which these kind of like bigger conflicts are happening or not, we're all affected by it in some way or another. Some people more direct, some people more indirect. It can certainly create a lot of anxiety because of the uncertainty of everything for a lot of people. So I just kind of want to offer a little bit of like something that can help you get grounded, open up like the upper body, the heart area, and the heart, not just the physical heart, but the energetic heart. And also like the hips, because we store a lot of emotions in the heart and the hips area. For those of you who've been kind of like connected to astrology and even the Lionsgate portal that happened earlier this month of August of 2024, well, it happens every year, but we're on 2024 right now. So for those of you who are connected to through all of that, well, Leo, it's the season is almost like practically over at this point. We're transitioning into Virgo season, but heart openers can be effective anytime throughout the year. And you can certainly reference this video back whenever, a year from now, for like Leo season heart openers. I'm sure I'll record more of these in the coming months for heart openers and other things. So this is open level. I'll offer a few sort of like different options in case you can do a little more or a little less. Please make sure that you listen to your body, meaning notice if something feels uncomfortable or painful. So a slight degree of discomfort, it's not necessarily bad as long as it is something that you're feeling in your muscles and not in your joints. Okay, so discomfort and like let alone pain is like get out of there immediately in any of the joints. It's something that we do not want to experience. That's not healthy. So something gets you to experience that discomfort or pain in the joints, like just step away, take a moment, maybe go to a variation that's easier. I'll offer some modifications. If you know your own, please do that. And I hope you can leave some comments on the box and questions. This is an offering from my heart to yours, so I hope you enjoy. So begin by placing your feet inner hip distance apart. Inner hip is aligned with your hip bones right here. These are the outer hips, so it's not this wide, it's a little narrower. And point your 10 toes straight forward. Soften your knees. Make sure the knees are not locked all the way back, so soften your knees like that. And as you soften your knees, close your eyes. Palms facing forward, shoulders back. Tuck your chin in slightly. And just begin to notice the weight of your body resting on your feet. And play with, for a moment, bending your knees a little more. Notice what happens in your feet. And straighten your legs a little more and notice what happens in the sensation of the earth underneath your feet. Bend, straighten, bend, stay there. Notice, and maybe you waver from side to side. Straighten, and don't straighten all the way. Remember just to keep your knees slightly bent so you don't lock them back. Usually with your knees slightly bent, or the more you bend them, um, you can notice much more easily the weight of your body resting on your feet. It's easier to get grounded and get that awareness of the ground beneath you. So you palms face forward. Notice your breath without changing it at the moment. Notice your belly, your chest. Maybe deepen your breath through your nose. You can exhale out of your nose or out of your mouth. Notice what feels best for you at this moment. And bring your hands together in front of your heart, prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Mudra is any shape we create with our hands. This is the mudra of offering. I offer this practice, and you're invited to offer it to my same intention or create your own. But I offer this practice to connecting more consciously to the depths of my heart. Not just at a physical level, but especially at the energetic and emotional level. To create opening and freedom of movement, so that anything that may be stored in the heart area may be released. And with that release comes greater expansion. Expansion of the capacity to feel, to express emotions, to love, to give love, to receive love. And at a physical level, it's more as like an expansion of the breath, the capacity to breathe, which helps to create like more oxygen, to really bring more oxygen to the blood, which is really good for your overall health and well-being. So with that in mind, continue to breathe. Hold that intention, whether it's the same one I offered or a different one, in your mind's eye, in the center of your hands, in the palms of your hands, and try to kind of feel that connection with your heart. If you're placing that intention as like a seed into your heart. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release your arms down by the sides of your body. Open your eyes and inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale and release your arms down by the sides of your body. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, arms back down. Very slowly, one more. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, slowly and fully releasing your arms back down by the sides of your body. Next time, as you inhale, reach up. Press your feet down into the earth, navel in, reach up through your fingertips. And exhale, hinging at the hips. Fold over your legs. Standing forward, bend, Uttanasana. Just view, side view. And then inhale, lift and lengthen. You can, if you don't have blocks, I don't have mine right now, you can place your hands on your shins. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold over your legs. Once more. Inhale, lift. Long spine. Exhale, fold. Next time, as you inhale, come up halfway. Hands to your shins. Now bring your hands to your hips. I'm going to give you a side view. Long spine. Elbows and shoulders pointing up, navel in. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Good. Feet inner hip distance apart, soften your knees. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Exhale, arms back down. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Getting grounded into your body, into your breath. Exhale and fold over your legs. Inhale, lift and lengthen, hands on your shins. Exhale, fold over your legs. And pressing down to your feet, come up halfway, point your elbows and shoulders up, and then come up to standing. Got it. Okay. We're going to start by creating fists with our hands, and I'm doing a little bit of some energetic practices, not just like straight on yoga poses. And we're going to do twisting, and we're going to let the arms go like this. So when the arm that's forward, it's going to tap right underneath, like between your belly button and your pubic bone. And the arm that's behind you is going to tap on the low back. So soften your knees, right? Take a deep breath in and exhale. So try to keep your hips as steady as you can. Just move your torso. Breathe, getting grounded again, and also giving some movement to the spine. Very gentle way. This is very friendly and open to all levels for everybody. Breathe through your nose and or your mouth, whatever feels best for you. And we're going to tap right underneath the shoulders. The back hand stays in the low back. The front hand goes to just the front of the shoulder. You're accessing and tapping and opening a different part of your spine as you move your hands up. Breathe. And as you do that, you're also beginning to kind of create space between your vertebrae and the intercostal muscles, and all of that begins to help you open any tension in the upper body, the heart area. And now the top hand's going to come palm up, palm facing down to the top of your shoulder. Breathe. Very simple movements, but they're so powerful. You don't have to do anything too crazy or complicated to create opening. And then once more, tap underneath your shoulders with the fist. Breathe. And go to the low back and the front of the belly. And then come to a stop slowly. The arms rest. Soften your knees. Breathe. I'm going to do tapping. So you can tap. Some people do fists, you can do the tips of your fingers, but this also moves a lot of stock energy in whatever you tap. We're going to do the upper body, but you can also do the lower body, which we're not going to do today. I'm trying to keep this short, so more for later. So see what feels comfortable. You can start with your fingertips like this. I'm going to come a little closer. Across, bottom of the shoulder, and onto the other side. Center. You can also maybe try fists and see how that feels. That doesn't feel good for everybody, so you can go back to fingertips if this one doesn't feel good for you. Breathe. So right here, you're moving a lot of energy. Anything that's stuck there begins to move as you breathe and you tap. And then whether with fingertips or fist, you can tap around, like underneath the brass bones, around the rib cage on the side. Come a little higher, maybe tap underneath. the armpit. That, and then to the belly. Breathe. And then on the other side. Breathe and tap. For those of you that like a lot more kind of like hardcore, hard things and movement, you may feel that this doesn't do anything, but it's really working at a very subtle level. So if you already have a practice that's more strong, this is a good complement to open up and work at an energetic level and stretch, as we continue to move and do other things that are like gonna help you open up. And then come back up. And then you can try to see if you can tap the back. It's really hard to do with fingertips for me. You can tap back here. You can tap your fist. So you're getting to the back of the heart area there. It's kind of harder to do. And then you can do hop like this. And then come back and release. And soften your knees and close your eyes for a second. And just notice what you notice. Your breath, your feet on the ground, any and all sensations you may feel in your hands, your arms, in your upper body. Just notice. And breathe and open your eyes. And the next thing we'll do is like a standing cat-cow, for those of you who are familiar with that. We usually do it on the ground, and we will, but I'm gonna start doing it right here. So maybe a side view is helpful, or maybe I'll start like this. So you begin with your elbows as high as your shoulders, like this, in front of you. And take a deep breath in, and open up. And so you're kind of creating a little bit of a curve. Look up, you're getting into the upper back. And then as you exhale, elbows go back together as high as your shoulders, and you round your back and you lower your elbows towards your pelvis, towards the front, kind of like of your pubic bone. And inhale, come back up. Elbows as high as the shoulders, and up and down. As you exhale, inhale. Go slowly. Exhale. Really try to think about feeling every single one of your vertebrae as opposed to just creating big, quick movements. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to do 3 more. Inhale. And if something kind of feels weird, pressure anywhere in your spine, then do smaller movements. Smaller here, smaller down. Adjust and play to see what feels good. This is supposed to feel good. And then release. Very easy. You can make wrists with your hands. Okay. And then shoulders round backward. All of this is moving, like opening in a very soft way your muscles that help you to regain movement, and anything that's stuck, whether it's muscular, energetic, emotional, begins to flow and move as well. And then forward. And then one at a time, backwards like this. Be playful with it, maybe. Forward. You're kind of doing swinging strokes very easily. Okay. Then we're going to do circles with our heads, releasing lines of tension in the neck. So you keep your shoulders back, tuck your chin in, take a deep breath in. Exhale, chin towards chest. Go to your left, maybe. Ear towards shoulder, and then backwards. Again, if this feels uncomfortable, if you have something going on in your neck, do smaller circles, or maybe you can only do 1/2 and you cannot go all the way around, and that's okay. And then other ear to the other shoulder, and then chin down. That is one circle. Move as slowly as you can. circle number 2. So we'll do 3 circles on each side. This is the last one of the first side. Continue to breathe. And then when you come back to center, go in the other direction. Maybe one side feels a little more open and easier than the other one. And that's just very common for everybody. Not one side that is tighter and that's more open. So number 2. And number 3. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more of like the yoga looking type things. Okay, so we're in 20 minutes and listen to me. I wanted to do a 10 or 15 minutes, so maybe this will be a 30-minute video. Okay, and then soften your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, hands on the shins or blocks. Exhale, step your left leg back, bend your right knee at a 90-degree angle. Look, come into a low lunge. Front knee bent at a 90-degree angle, back leg up high and straight, not low, sagging. Like, so I'm gonna give you a side view, very long and up, not like this, up high, okay? And right there, as you breathe, navel into the spine. Keep the navel drawing in and inhale, right arm reaches forward. Exhale, from the left side of your belly, twist open towards the right. Shoulders back. Deepen your breath. And as you breathe, try to notice the breath moving through the side of the top part of your body. In this case, it's the right side, right here. Breathe and then stretch your arm along the side of the ear, and that's going to help you lengthen and open up the intercostal muscles and create more space for breathing and for releasing any stuck energy. Take a deep breath in to bring the top hand back down. Another inhale when you're ready, and as you exhale, back foot steps forward, standing forward fold, hands to your shins. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch sides. The right leg steps back, the left leg stays forward. Bend the front knee at a 90-degree angle. Breathe in as you draw your legs in towards the center, towards one another. Draw your navel into your spine. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, from the right side of your belly, twist open towards the left leg. Deepen your breath. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe on, like, more consciously on the top side. This time is the left side, maybe, if you're staying with the sides that I'm offering. And then the top arm goes along the side of the ear, breathing deeply there. Notice how that creates a sensation of opening and stretching along the side of the rib cage. Breathe. And on your next inhale, top hand comes back down. This time, step back into a downward facing dog. So press your fingertips down into the earth, come high up into your tippy toes, bend your knees, lift your sits bones. And as you do all of that, lift the armpits up and away from the floor. Press the chin towards the chest without rounding. Keep the spine long. And that in and of itself, as you continue to push your hands down, lift the armpits up, lift the sit bones up, is creating opening in the heart area as well, the upper back. Breathe here, and begin to pedal your legs one at a time. So keep one knee bent and straight and the opposite leg. And switch sides very slowly at the rhythm of your inhalation and exhalation. Breathe. And then bring your knees down to the ground. Create fists with your hands, and we're going to place one fist on top of the other and the elbows underneath the shoulders like this. Elbow underneath the shoulder, face on top of one another. So it's a child's pose, ribcage resting on top of your thighs and your forehead on top of both of your feet that you are stacking This is just a variation of child's pose in which you keep the upper back connected with the shoulders moving up and back, as opposed to like doing this, which is what the regular child's pose looks like. But look at where my shoulders are when I do that. And because today I'm emphasizing opening the heart area, I want to keep the shoulders back. So stack the fist and breathe. Feel your belly moving into your thighs. And come up into all fours, hands and knees. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. And if for some reason this is uncomfortable for you, you can go back up to standing and do the first one we did. Hands outer shoulder distance apart, shoulders on top of the wrist, knees slightly behind the hips, thighs back, navel in, inhale. So from the inner thighs, you move back and lengthen your spine, look forward, so cow pose. And as you exhale, gently pushing the floor away with your hands and knees. Your navel and front ribs pull up towards your spine away from the floor, and you round like a hat. Keep your shoulders in line with your wrists. And inhale, cow, lengthen. Exhale, round, navel, ribs pull up. It's a little bit of a core work to do cat pose well. You may feel, inhale, thighs back, lengthen the spine. So you may feel when you go back into cat pose that if you're really engaging your core and trying to round up a little bit more each time that you do it, you may feel stretching and opening in different parts along the back and the rib cage, whether it's on the right or the left. Let's do one more. Lengthen, cow pose, and cat. And inhale, lengthen. This time, step the right foot forward in between your hands. Keep the back knee down on the floor. Bring your hands to your front thigh. Hug your legs in, inner thigh side, especially that back thigh, the groin area. You want to push it back so you don't compress anything there as far as like tendons or soft tissue. You want the, as you move your inner thighs back, the head of the femur bone going inside the hip socket. Navel in, arms facing forward. Take a deep breath in. Navel in, exhale, sit a little deeper into the front leg. Breathe. Chin tuck in, shoulders back. One more inhale. And we're opening your hip, the psoas muscle, hands down, front foot back, switch sides. Continue to breathe. So the psoas is a muscle that gets really tight when you're stressed, and it runs from T12, from your thoracic vertebrae number 12 all the way down here. It goes into the sacroiliac, the iliopsoas goes into the groin area, and so there's a lot of like, it's such a big muscle, and it does so much for us. It's like the primary muscle involved in walking and doing so many things, so it's really helpful to open it up. Hug your legs in, navel into the spine, shoulders back, palms facing forward. Keep hugging your legs in and drawing your navel into the spine as you breathe. And inhale, navel in. Think about your heart area, and you're like expressing and allowing yourself to feel, receive, and give, and let your light shine out like this little piece of beautiful jewelry that my friend Joel gave to me. Shine your light. Breathe. Inner thighs back. And then hands back down. Step back into downward facing dog. Or you can go back into all fours, hands like tabletop, hands and knees. If down dog feels like too much for you. So press your hands down if you're in down dog. Lift the armpits up, lift your sits bones up. Gently move your heart, your chest towards your leg. And inhale, lift your head, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat, standing forward bend. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Come up halfway, hands to the hips, point the shoulders and elbows up. And come all the way up to standing. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Bring the heels of your hands together. Place your hands on your sacrum. This is the last one we'll do. Soften your knees. Inhale. Shoulders back. Okay. You can stay right here. Navel into the spine. Front ribs into the back ribs. Shoulders back. For some of us, this is more than enough. And just doing this, especially with the heels of the hands together, just you can begin to feel so much opening right here, even in the upper back. For some of you, this is more than enough and perfect. You can stay here. For people that are a little more open, you can just play with maybe straightening your arms backwards, as long as you can keep your shoulders back. If you begin to move your arms back and your shoulders roll forward, so then keeping the elbows bent and working right here is a lot more beneficial for you for some time, until your shoulders open up a little more, right, all of this area, and then you eventually might be able to start straightening your arms. Deepen your breath. Our opening, so we have to open the front of the body, the back of the body, some of the hip area. Good. And if your arms are straight, bend your elbows, release, shake your arms. We're gonna finish with this very gentle, simple practice. Right now, I'm gonna record an additional video with a short meditation to help you move energy with your breath from your heart, anything that's stuck. But I'm gonna do it a separate video because I said this one was gonna be shorter and it isn't. So you can go to that one, I'll post it next. And then so bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Soften your knees, close your eyes, deepen your breath. Feel your feet on the ground and the support of the earth beneath you. Notice the breath moving through your belly and your chest. Feel the support from the earth, Mother, the one that sustains our lives here on this planet. That's always there to support you as long as you consciously connect with her. And she's ready to absorb anything that doesn't serve you. So troubles, worries, stress, anxiety, come to the earth, lay on the ground, go out to the forest, touch the ground with your bare feet or not, lay on the ground and release everything that doesn't serve you. The earth will transform it for you. Feel your breath moving through your body, your life force, the life force within you. And consciously you're tapping to your belly, to your power center, to your heart area, and may you connect with the power of your heart to give and receive love, offer your gifts and shine your light fully. Hands together in front of your heart. Remember your intention. Namaste. The light within me recognizes and honors the light within me. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to comment, question, and I will post a very short video on breathing meditation for heart opening, releasing tension. Thank you.